Now, our first reading is from the book of Job, and you remember that Job was a righteous man, and he was beset by Satan's assaults, with the permission of God, of course. And Job was very confused about what was happening to him. And he had these friends who came and, I guess you could say, sought to comfort him. They sat with him in silence for several days, but then when they broke the silence, they began to demonstrate that they didn't really understand what was going on. They thought they did. One of these men was named Eliphaz, and when you're reading the book of Job, you have to be careful because each of these men have long, extended monologues that they give, and their basic approach to Job's suffering is that if he were truly righteous, he wouldn't suffer, and since he is suffering, then he must have some secret sin that he's hiding, and he just needs to bring that out into the open, confess it, and then his suffering will be overcome. Well, that is not true, is it? That is not true. Suffering is not always the immediate result of sin. Now, in kind of a large picture way, there would be no suffering if it were not for the first sin of our first parents. But because we are all sinners, we need to know that just because we suffer doesn't mean that God is punishing us. So the reason I say all that is when I chose this passage of Scripture, I was a little reluctant because it's from chapter 5 of Job, beginning in verse 8.